Hello everybody, and welcome to the broadcast. I hope everybody is having a fantastic Easter. Happy Easter, ladies and gentlemen. And for those that have already celebrated Easter and have spent that time with their loved ones, I hope it's been a fantastic day. I hope you guys got some great quality time in. I hope you had some great laughs. I hope you had some great hugs and just some really great family moments. We're here today and we're doing something a little bit different than what everybody is used to seeing here from GT45 Gaming. We're over at ACC Competition today, and we're here to broadcast a race for the SFR versus IRL League Challenge over here on ACC today. And it's an absolute honor, ladies and gentlemen, to be asked to do this. As the normal commentators for, of course, the series, got called in to be a reserve driver for the IRL League here today. So he's actually going to be on track. So huge shout out to Chaco, who normally does all the commentary here for the SFR IRL Challenge. He does some serious great comms. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you go over to the IRL or SFR Rockefeller Racing YouTube and check those broadcasts out, as they should be posted there for the first 3 rounds. So last week these guys were at Misano and had a really fantastic race, and I was privileged to watch it, of course, as a teammate for Rockefeller and a viewer and a fan myself. So this is my very first time on ACC, ladies and gentlemen, as far as commentating goes. So this is very new to me, so bear with me if I make some mistakes. I apologize ahead of time. But this is going to be a really fantastic race. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Silverstone today. And Silverstone is located in England, in case you weren't sure, and it's near the Northamptonshire villages of course, Silverstone and Whittlebury. So a little bit of fun facts there. And the track length is 5.89 kilometers long here on this layout, and that relates to 3.66 miles, ladies and gentlemen, and it has 18 left and right hand corners here today. So as you can see, the weather is very, very wet here today, so hope everybody has their umbrellas or raincoats and get settled in here for what's going to be definitely a technical race here tonight, but should be a really, really great race, as the competitors have been putting down really great times here throughout practice today. So my name is Ghost45, ladies and gentlemen on screen. Tim Gray, as many of you know me as, or GT45 Gaming. I will be your host for this evening, and I just really hope that I can bring you guys a great quality broadcast here this evening. Now, the drivers are on a practice session here at the moment, and as you can see at the top center of the screen, right beside the SFR logo there, you can see that there is 12 minutes, just over 12 and a half minutes remaining of free practice here. We got Ghost Viper Gaming coming in with the thumbs up. We got Nick coming in with the thumbs up as well. Much love. How you doing, brother? Appreciate everybody's support. And yeah, so I guess a little bit of history here. MX, who's one of the competitors here from IRL, and of course one of the headmasters over there at the IRL League, put Rockefeller Racing's Catch, who's the headmaster over at SFR, and of course team leader at Rockefeller Racing, in touch with Chaco. They had a discussion, and here we are. We've got ourselves a little, I believe, 6-race series for a League versus League challenge. So it's SFR versus IRL League. And SFR is mainly made up of Rockefeller Racing drivers, PREC drivers, which is a Puerto Rican esports club, and of course Red, White, and Blue Racing's Little Mac is also driving here. Ooh, and we see a little bit of an incident there on track. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very slippery out here today. And so we're just going to we're going to jump through each little driver that's on track here. As you can see, we have PREC Molina here right now, Team SFR. And you guys are probably noticing a trend on our cars here today. You see a lot of pink, and it's actually really hard for me to say, ladies and gentlemen, but today's a really special event, and that's why I'm really, really honored to be here today to step in to fill the shoes of the great Chaco. Unfortunately, it's very regrettable to say that one of our teammates from Rockefeller Racing, Reaper, has lost his wife this week to a very long, arduous, tough battle with cancer. And the team feels his pain, and we're saddened. And this race is for him and Melissa. God rest her soul this evening. And one thing different you will see, ladies and gentlemen, is the donation button here on the Facebook page of GT45 Gaming tonight. We're raising money for the Quebec Cancer Society here today. Reaper is a Canadian who lives in Quebec. And I felt it was only fitting that we bring the charity a little closer to home here today to show support for Reaper and his family. Our thoughts and our prayers are with you, friend, and if you need anything, the team is here for you. And you'll also see the IRL guys with the pink in the rims on their cars here to show their support today as well. So this race is most certainly dedicated to Rockefeller Racing's Reaper and his recently passed wife, Melissa. God rest her soul, ladies and gentlemen. And if you really don't mind, I would like to take just a minute of silence to pay our respects and to show our support for the family. So we're actually going to do that right now. And I'm just going to leave you with the sounds of the race cars as they're going around the track. And thank you so much, everybody, for the understanding. Thank you so much, everybody. We got Nick coming in the chat there with God bless your soul. We got Tattooed Freak saying, yo, what's up? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for just taking a minute with me to honor Reaper and Melissa and the family. You know, when you lose a member of your family, it's never easy. So I urge everybody tonight. I hope that your hearts are warm and you're able to help here tonight. But if you guys really wouldn't mind smashing that donation button, if you can give $1 or $10, a penny, every little bit helps. And this is going to go directly towards the families of Quebec to help other families that are going through some very similar things here right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great organization. And we just want to beat it. We just want to see cancer beat. And it's a very... cancer doesn't have prejudice, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care what language you speak. It doesn't care what color your skin is. And it's very tough thing to have to go through for anybody individually and as a family. So if you're able today, thank you so much. You're absolute angels from heaven, and we appreciate every little bit. And I just really hope that you guys enjoy what we have for you here tonight. This is round 4. We are at Silverstone, ladies and gentlemen. We are over on ACC Competition. If you're just tuning in, we got Scott McGill coming in with the share. We got Madam Mel coming in with the share and the like. We got D.90 coming in with the like as well. All these legends, absolute legends, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Massive D.90 raid, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely incredible stuff. Got Billy up in chat. I'm sorry about their loss, says Nick Brewster. Hearts from D.90, ladies and gentlemen. Scott saying, what's up? Absolutely love it, guys. So, yo, GT, what's going on? How's it going, Richard? James coming in with the like. Billy coming in with the heart as well. We're here for the SFR IRL League versus League Challenge, ladies and gentlemen, over at ACC Competition. And I've been very privileged to be asked to take part in this here this evening. Not only as a team member for Rockefeller Racing, but as a support member for Reaper and his family as well. But also to be able to take part in something different, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to take our first swing at ACC commentating here. It's quite a bit different than what we're used to, but we're definitely going to do our best here. We've been working hard at it all day, getting used to the buttons, the functions, and all the things that happen here at ACC, and we're really going to have a fantastic race. So we do have some standings. We have some team standings. We have the round 3 finish results as well for you guys here throughout the broadcast. And these guys are absolutely a great group of racers. It's going to be a great show here tonight as we see, I believe, Gelspeed here from Rockefeller Racing right now we're on board with, as he's just doing some free practice, just trying to make sure the setup's good in the car. Now, we are over on ACC, ladies and gentlemen, so car setup is absolutely key to these drivers' success here today. I mean, you know, this is ACC, this is the real deal. You got to set this car up for the racetrack, you got to do the testing, you got to put the time in, and these drivers also have to set up a pit strategy as well, which means they have to preset in pit stop. So when they go in for their official pit stop to do a fuel and tire change, they have that preset. The crews already know exactly what to do when the drivers come in. So ACC is quite a bit different than what we're normally seeing at Gran Turismo. So yeah, this is going to be fun, guys. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a great race. We should have 20 drivers on track here today here at Silverstone, and it's raining. So you know, Silverstone is very old racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. Silverstone opened officially in 1948, and the premier event in 1948 was the British Grand Prix. So that's kind of what kicked everything off here at Silverstone for the racetrack. It has been around ever since. Now, it has a very thick history, ladies and gentlemen, and unfortunately, I'm not overly familiar with it myself personally. But we do have some fun facts and some stuff to share with you guys throughout the broadcast as well. And, you know, they've had some toils and troubles here, especially recently over the last 10-15 years. But have still managed to keep the circuit going. They managed to still have really great events here at Silverstone year in and year out. And we'll go through some of the stuff that happens here real life currently at Silverstone as well throughout the broadcast. So we're just going to jump back into the garage here. Unfortunately, it's not quite as fluent as Gran Turismo is as far as switching our drivers goes. We kind of have to go back and manually switch over our drivers. So let's go through our drivers list here. We have Rockefeller Racing's Marco, who I believe won round 3 at Misano, if I'm not mistaken off the top of my head. We've got Rockefeller Racing's Boosted 45 here as well. racing for SFR. We've got Rockefeller Racing Sephiroth 7 here as well, racing for SFR League. We've got MX Bloxham, who again is the headmaster over there at IRL. He is one of the main dudes over there, and he is here, of course, representing the IRL League. Of course, then we have Rockefeller Racing's Catch, you see sitting in pit lane here. He is the headmaster at SFR, driving for Team SFR, and of course team leader there at Rockefeller Racing. We also see Rockefeller Racing's Gel Speed here, Team SFR as well. We have PREC Molina, pardon me, also driving for SFR League. We have Dub 007, we're going to call him Dub 007, or JP. He's also racing for IRL. We have Rockefeller Racing Spec 1 also racing here for SFR today. We've got Rockefeller Racing's Magic Man, one of the team captains here as well, racing for SFR today. So you can see there's a lot of Rockefeller Racing here in the race today, showing support for our down and out team member here, our family, our friend, and we're definitely thinking about you, brother. We love you. And again, our prayers are definitely going out to you and your family during these tough times. We have Tango 2 here driving for IRL. We've got Darnell also driving for IRL. We've got Ram Driver for Team IRL as well. We've got RWB Little Mac driving for Team SFR, ladies and gentlemen. We got TNR Shark Attack. He's also driving for, I believe it's IRL. Rig Pig driving for IRL as well. And he's in that Jaguar here, ladies and gentlemen. So we've seen a lot of Jaguars. We're seeing a lot of Bentleys on track. We have a couple of Porsches, and we have a Lamborghini as well. And then, of course, we've got Choco here, who is our normal commentator for the series, but had to get called in for reserve call here today. So he's driving for IRL, obviously. And then we have, of course, Defon 34 here as well, driving in that Jag, and also driving for Team IRL. So we do see 18 guys on track here today. So let's jump in with PREC Molina here, and let's go around the track with him for a couple of minutes here. And I just want to welcome everybody. D.90, the legend, coming in with a massive raid. Much love, much love. If you guys are just tuning in, we just had a moment of silence for teammate Rockefeller Racing's Reaper. He lost his wife on Monday morning due to a very long, tough battle with cancer. And we do have a donation button up for Quebec Cancer Support today, ladies and gentlemen. We're varying a little bit differently from our typical MacMillan Cancer Support donation tonight, because we want to support what's close to home for Reaper and his family, so families in his area can receive help going through the same thing, and just to show our undying support to a fallen member of our community here right now. And we're just thinking of you, brother. We're thinking of you. We love you so much. And just can't imagine what you're going through right now. We've all been through it to some form or another, unfortunately. And it's tough. It's really tough, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having a hard time talking about it because I have much personal experience myself with it, unfortunately, as well. So it's near and dear to my heart, and I'm glad to support any kind of cancer foundation. And today we're just bringing this one a little closer to home to show our support for Reaper and his family, as they're going through a really tough time. And it's a tragedy, ladies and gentlemen. Just in her 30s, very, very young lady, had lots of life left to live. So God rest her soul. She's not in pain anymore, and you know she's looking down, and she'll never ever be forgotten and always remembered, ladies and gentlemen. So we are about to start qualifying here, though, ladies and gentlemen. Is what's going to happen here now. So the practice session is over. We have a 2-minute wait, and then these guys are 100% going to start going through some practice here. So let's see if we can get a better camera shot of the drivers in pit lane here. Yeah, we got one on track, so we'll hang on with MX here as he's going around the track. And I'm not sure why the driving line is actually on here, to be honest with you. So let's see if we can get rid of that, shall we? I've never played the game, so I actually haven't changed any of this stuff yet. There we go. Alright, so Let us see here.
Green light. Go,
All right,
go.
so we are under qualifying now, ladies and gentlemen. So this will be a 15-minute qualifier, and we're on board with Boosted here. So let's follow Boosted out here as he's second out on track, just behind, I don't even know who because we don't have their names on. We got a little bit of a group coming out here. So there are, I believe, there's no rules as far as slipstreaming rules or anything goes in qualifying. These drivers are most certainly allowed to use that slipstream to their advantage, and I believe we're going to see some pretty fast times here today, even in the rain. So most of our drivers are now getting out on track here. So let's jump on board with Boosted. Well, he rips around the track here for one. We got Rebecca Westney coming in with the massive follow. Much love, Rebecca. Thank you so much. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the family, and much love out there. Thank you so much for all the support. We got Paul coming in with the heart, Sean Doyle coming in with the thumbs up. We got Sean Harrison coming in with the thumbs up, Rebecca coming in with the thumbs up as well. Ooh, you guys are lighting it up tonight. Madam Mel coming in with the hearts. Typical British race, rain. Yep, that sounds about right. 10-4, 10-4. Alright, so we do appreciate the tips on the audio as well, ladies and gentlemen. We've been messing around with this all day, trying to get it just right. Typical Easter bank holiday weekend. Absolutely, mate, absolutely. Pete Jones coming in with the thumbs up. We have lots of UK viewers up in the house here right now watching a home track race here, so that's kind of interesting. We do have a cheat sheet, ladies and gentlemen. We do have corner names today. We have done some homework here today, so... Hashtag Ray Ray coming up in the house as well. Condolences coming from Rebecca. Much love, much love. Alright, so let's check out some of these cool camera angles here. We have some pretty cool shots here. You can look around a little bit. We got most of the Rockefeller dudes are in the Bentleys here. They are very partial to these GT3 Bentleys, and you see pretty much every single one of them here is driving these Bentleys today. So we're going to go back to the garage because this is kind of really the only way we can really get you guys on each car. And unfortunately, it's just not quite user-friendly as far as camera angles goes and that, but we'll figure it out, chat. We'll figure it out. So we do have Marco here, and again, I believe Marco won round 3 at Misano last week, so he'll be looking to obviously capitalize on a good bit of momentum he has going here from last week and try to follow that up with a win here today. But it is raining, ladies and gentlemen. It's Silverstone. Anything can happen. There are definitely some tricky parts of this racetrack for these drivers here today. As we have JP here as well, and these guys still have 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes remaining here in qualifying. So hot laps should just be starting to become official here as these guys are coming around now. We see Little Mac having a little bit of a spin there, and during practice earlier today, we were definitely seeing some of these drivers just hitting some random puddles and just randomly spinning out. So water is going to be a massive factor in the race here today. Obviously, it's going to be nerves of steel, driver skill, patience, and let the best car win at this point, ladies and gentlemen. So condolences, hope their family stays strong. Inbox is always open if their family wish to talk. Absolutely, Scott, absolutely. Much love, appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just going through the field here, and I believe we're actually missing 2 of the IRL racers here today. I don't see Jetpack in the lineup, and I'm pretty sure that they're missing one other. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, guys. I apologize. So all the IRL drivers that are driving and representing the IRL league here today do have the pink rims inside their race cars. Now, it's a little tough to see that, obviously, because there's a little bit of a glitch here on console with ACC where the brake rotors are always glowing. So that's really unfortunate, but they have, of course, showing their respects today to Reaper and his family with the pink rims on that car. And, of course, you see all the SFR drivers with pink on the cars here. You see the spoiler in the rear of the Bentley. Everyone's a little bit different. Little Mac just getting jumped into the race today, so he might not have gotten the memo, ladies and gentlemen, which is absolutely fine. We got Spec 1 here. He's got a lot of race pink in that car here today. So Rockefeller Racing is not only a team and a community, ladies and gentlemen, they're a family, and they definitely feel the pain of our family member right now. So they just want to do everything they can to show their support, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to take part in this here tonight. So you got Rockefeller Racing's catch. Again, team leader Rockefeller Racing, also the headmaster behind the SFR League. SFR also races on all platforms, ladies and gentlemen. SFR does race on Gran Turismo Sport, Gran Turismo 7 in the future coming up here. They also obviously race on ACC console. They also race ACC PC, and they also compete in iRacing. So SFR is all across the board as far as esports racing and sim racing goes. And then IRL is much of the same. Their main platform is, of course, ACC racing, but they have branched out into iRacing, and of course they do play Gran Turismo as well. So both leagues very into the sim racing circuits, and both leagues with just exceptional drivers on and off the track, ladies and gentlemen. We really are in for a treat here tonight at Silverstone. I know I've personally enjoyed watching these races all season long so far, so we get to be up in the box tonight and bring a really great perspective. We're seeing some pretty quick times here. 208.673 here from MX, and during practice he was absolutely looking crazy fast here today. So showing that prowess, but Marco is just 7/100ths of a second behind there as well. And then Boosted's only 3/10. So our top 6 drivers currently are only separated by 3/4 of a second. And then it spaces out just a tiny little bit, but as these drivers get dialed in, obviously, and get the tires underneath them, get a little bit of grip into the tires, and of course, as a racing line starts to break into the racetrack, we will see these guys pick up even more speed. I'm so sorry for their loss. Much love, Madam Mel. Much love, much love. We appreciate everybody so much. Thank you so much. And Choco, again, our normal commentator here for the series on track here today. He's behind the steering wheel instead of behind the microphone here today. So going to be interesting to see what he's got to show here for us today as well. And we have Ram Driver now out on track with that Lexus. So the only Lexus on track here today in basically a sea of Bentleys. We got one Audi, we've got two Jags, one Lexus, a Porsche, and a Lamborghini, which we're just about to jump to here. So we got a Shark Attack in that Lamborghini here as well. So it should be interesting to see how all these cars handle the rain here at Silverstone today. But currently provisional pole is MX, so let's jump on board with our provisional pole. Let's jump... there we go. Let's go helmet view here as he's going around. Oh, and he just decides that he's going to allow another driver to go back. So maybe messed up his lap a little bit there. As we still have 6 minutes in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. So as soon as the qualifier is done, we're going to jump right straight into the race. It is a 1 hour endurance race as we see driver spinning out in front of MX, our provisional pole sitter here. Really unfortunate there, but again, the racetrack is really slippery here. It's about medium rain here today at Silverstone, so you can see the clouds are very gray. They're very gloomy. They're very ominous here today, and on a sad day with sad news, you know it's raining on the racetrack, but these drivers are going to give it 1,000% here today again and put on a great show, and just can't wait to see it. Really can't wait to see it. Just a really great group of drivers here, both these leagues. Now, obviously, both leagues, the drivers obviously all are friends with each other outside of the league racing. They all know each other, so really it's a community-based thing, and it's a friendly little challenge, and it's been really competitive so far early on in the first half of the season. So this is technically our second half of the season here now, moving forward. So really going to be interesting to see how IRL responds after round 3 at Misano, as Team SFR really had a great race there in round 3. And we'll bring that stuff up for you here in just a little bit. We got GT45 Gaming coming in with the lake. How you doing, Paul B? And we just got all the love up in the house here tonight, and I appreciate all the support and everybody hanging out here with us here tonight, whether you be on Facebook or YouTube. And if you guys are interested in learning more about SFR League's events, we do have a Discord link pinned in both the pages in the comments section there. So if you're interested to learn more about what goes on over at SFR, feel free to hit that link, jump into the Discord server, and one of the officials after the race, obviously because mostly everybody's in the race here tonight, will set you up with a proper role, and then you can check it out. And of course, obviously, if you're interested in competing, there's always that option there as well moving forward for further seasons here and events coming up with SFR. So they do, like I said, they're on console and PC for ACC, and of course Gran Turismo 7 moving forward here as well, and they do iRacing. So there's definitely some range there depending on what your jam is, man. What your jam is, for sure. And ladies and gentlemen, this is 100% family friendly broadcast. Absolutely bring the kiddies in, let them come and check this out, let them see what this is all about over here on ACC. Let them watch a really cool sim race, and then give them a really cool experience. You know, maybe you're all full of dinners and you're just looking for something to chill and relax and do as a family. We can watch a nice juicy race here on Competizione tonight. So let's jump on with so many decisions, so many choices. We were just on with a Team IRL driver, so let's jump in with Prex Molina, who's driving for Team SFR here. And again, that is Puerto Rican Esports Club, ladies and gentlemen. So E-Racing Sports, E-Racing Club, something like that. But yeah, obviously a huge part of SFR. They compete in SFR leagues all across the board as well. So, and also a very quick driver in his own right, Molina here as well. So really fun to watch this guy drive. So yeah, I have zero experience in ACC. I've never ever driven in ACC before, so I can't even start to speculate on what these drivers are going to have to deal with here today. It's not going to be an easy task, that much we do know. Driving in the rain is always difficult, and when you got to factor in that you have to have your car set up, and you have to think about your tire and your air pressure and your fuel and everything that's involved with it, yeah, it makes it for a really difficult day at the racetrack. So the best of luck to all the drivers on track here today. And honestly, today, ladies and gentlemen, the real winner here is Reaper and his family, as everybody's doing this for support, and of course Melissa's memory. So they're really the real winners today. They're the real heroes today, and we love you so much, guys. Nala coming in with the like as well. How you doing, Nala? Yeah, man. D.Rage says Richard Watt. Alright, so we have just a couple minutes remaining here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump back to the garage. Let's go take a look at our timing. Our little timing window here is we still have, we now have Marco currently sitting in provisional pole now with a 207.959, ladies and gentlemen. Now, early speculation today in practice, we would see drivers hitting the 208s. I heard no speculation on drivers hitting 207s here today, so that was a flying lap by Marco, and you can see he's quite satisfied with that as he's just parked it in the pits. MX is 0.3 of a second behind there, and then of course Catch now up into P3 here, provisionally of course, 0.8, almost 0.9 of a second behind that time. So we have a little bit of a separation between the top two drivers, and then the rest of the field is really starting to tighten up. We got a 0.1 of a second between teammate Boosted and Catch here. And then another 0.1 of a second separating JP from those two. Sephiroth is just a little over a 0.1 of a second behind him, and it's a tenth, less than a tenth, and then the space is out near the backside of the pack here again. So, looking like we have had some drivers struggling a little bit here, being able to get a full hot lap in. So, just got to get around here and get it done. And we see 4 cars coming around the corner here. This is a great shot on our on the camera angles here as we're coming just up into Abbey Corner, out of Abbey Corner now. We're coming into the village, and then after this little chicane turn here, we're coming into a turn what they call the loop, and it's actually a very hard, difficult, hard sweeping left-hander here. And I feel like this is one of the spots here today that could really pose some issues for the drivers if they get a little bit bottled up. And then of course we're down, I believe it's called the Wellington Straight now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even looking at my cheat sheet. I'm not even lying. Now I am. So now they're coming up that Wellington Straight. They're going to be coming into what's called Luffield and then through Woodcott up another straight, coming into another corner called Corpse. And this is a fairly simple part of the circuit for the most part here. And then after they come through Corpse Corner, you got Maggots and Beckett's there. And that's a little bit of a winding section. And definitely could see a little bit of trouble coming into that sector as well. So we see the drivers just coming around right now. The drivers are just coming around Corpse Bend here. And they're going to be coming into Maggots and Beckett's curves here shortly. And this could be a tricky spot for these drivers, especially if they're battling for position. So it's going to come down to drivers really either making the choice of being patient or really throwing the car out there and then just hoping that it holds the track and they get the move done. So it'll be really, really interesting to see. We have Big Dom just coming in here. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous pink Audi showing that love today, ladies and gentlemen. It's just great stuff from all our drivers on track here today. He just got in the nick of time here. So we have 19 of our drivers on track. So we have 10 SFR and we have 9 IRL drivers on track. And here we are, round 4 Silverstone for the IRL SFR League versus League Challenge. And whew, it's going to be a good race. So minute 20 till race start, ladies and gentlemen. And woo, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be exciting. It's going to be a good race. Obviously, red flag rules do apply here, ladies and gentlemen. Madam, and sorry, Dave Richards coming in with that massive thumbs up as well. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Appreciate everybody. Thank you, everybody, for liking over on YouTube as well. Much love. And we got a race going on here now, chat. So we're just going to do our little button press here. And then we'll jump on board with our leader once it lines up on the grid. Obviously, now the way it works at ACC is these guys are going to come out in their order. They get basically essentially a pit car lap around the racetrack without the pit car being there. And then they bundle up and then they take off. So should be really, really exciting, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. I've never done this before, so definitely can't wait to see what's up. And we do have our 20th driver now getting on track here. So looks like all our drivers are here tonight, so that's fantastic. We got a full field, 20 cars on track here at Silverstone in England on a nice rainy day here on Easter Sunday, or Easter Monday, I guess, for some of you now. So yeah, this is whew. Can't wait to see how this goes down, ladies and gentlemen. This is new. This is new. I can't wait. I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. You know, some of these guys are carrying heavy hearts here today, but they're driving for a good cause, and should be a good race. It should really be a good race. So while we wait, ladies and gentlemen, let us bring up. Let's bring up. Good luck, all, says Sean Doyle. Absolutely. So currently, after 3 rounds of racing, ladies and gentlemen, Team SFR has 667 points, and they have a fairly significant lead over Team IRL currently. That's kind of hard to say really quickly, with 515 points. So now with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, there are drop rounds in effect here. So that number definitely will change when the drop rounds come into effect. So let's get on board with our race leader here, who is Marco, ladies and gentlemen. Rockefeller Racing's Marco. So we earned a trophy. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. We haven't even done nothing, and we earning prizes here, ladies and gentlemen. So good stuff. All right, so yeah, you know, quite a bit different than what we're used to seeing here over at GT45 Gaming. Typically, we're doing GT7 or GT Sport broadcast, but we fired up some ACC here today, and we're gonna going to take our run at some ACC columns, which is absolutely fantastic. Nothing wrong with doing something new. Always like a challenge, and should be fun. Should be fun. So, and it's an absolute honor to be able to try and fill the shoes of the amazing Choco, who does a fantastic job throughout the series, ladies and gentlemen. So, big shoes to fill here today, but we're just going to have some fun. We're going to enjoy some good, clean racing, and I'm sure we're going to see some good spins here as well in the rain today. So, yeah, should be good. Should be good. What else we got? What else we got for some fun facts here while we're waiting for this to start off? Well, here you go. Let's do some real-life fastest laps. So, in the GT3 class, which is what we're driving here today, ladies and gentlemen, on track, the fastest recorded lap ever at Silverstone is by a driver by the name of Norbert Seidler. Pretty big name in GT3 motorsports, if you ask me, ladies and gentlemen. And it was done with the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo. And it was a 1:58.156, and that was in 2019 in the Silverstone Invitational GT Open Round race. So, absolutely blazing fast lap by Norbert Seidler there here at Silverstone. And of course, obviously, that was probably in pretty optimal conditions. That is an absolutely quick lap. So, as you can see now, the drivers are out on track. They're going to take the warm-up lap around the track here. You're just going to give them a chance to try and get some heat in the tires. And all that fun stuff. So we're going to see these guys revving up, slowing down. You're going to see them weaving back and forth, side to side. You're going to see all the things you expect to see in a race, and you'll definitely see it out of these drivers here. All these things matter here at ACC, ladies and gentlemen. Tire pressure matters, toe in matters, camber, roll cage, everything. Every little setting on these race cars matters 100% here in these races. Every little adjustment changes how the car handles, how it uses fuel, how it uses tires. The whole 9 yards. So you can see a massive field in behind her. Great shot down the Wellington Straight here at Silverstone by our TV camera crew here as we have Melina coming around. So, Marco, pardon me, coming around here with the pole position. And you see quite a few of them SFR boys all lined up there in front with those Bentleys. So very heavily Bentley chosen race here today. We have a couple Jags on track. We have an Audi, we have a Lamborghini, we have a Porsche, and just a whole ton of Bentleys. A whole lot of Bentleys. Yeah, now you can start seeing it here. So they're gonna start to bundle up here. It's just absolutely great shot here at Silverstone. Camera crews are really on it here tonight as we have all 20 cars in shot there. Absolutely great stuff here tonight. And maybe we'll try to sneak in a couple of juicy live race photos in while we're broadcasting here tonight as well. But great shot here with our top 3 drivers right there, ladies and gentlemen. So all that pink on track, we love to see it. We love to see it. Here supporting a good cause tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are supporting Quebec Cancer Support here tonight. Something a little bit different. I know it's a little bit different than what you're used to seeing here at GT45 Gaming, but we brought the charity a little closer to home today with the most recent news of teammate Reaper from Rockefeller Racing losing his wife to a battle with cancer. So we are raising money for Quebec Cancer Support here today, and absolutely honored to do so. So if you're able to, ladies and gentlemen, even if it's a penny, $1, $5, $10, if it's any little bit you can help, just hit that pink donation button at the bottom of the Facebook stream where you comment. It takes you to a very safe, secure website where you can make your donation. And, of course, it'll pop up on my Facebook dashboard. And we'll make sure that you angels get that heavenly shout-out you absolutely deserve. So, much love and much appreciation if you're able to do so. And if you're not, we totally understand, ladies and gentlemen. Being here, watching the broadcast, hitting those reactions, and just watching the race, showing your support is obviously more than enough, ladies and gentlemen. But if you can go above and beyond and do the extra mile, it's just greatly appreciated. And of course, it all non-profit. Everything goes towards their cause, helping families. So we do have the drivers starting to bunch up here. We are going to be lining up to go green as we're coming around the final corner here, ladies and gentlemen. So see how we have, see if we can get a nice, good, clean race start here at Silverstone today. And of course, red flag rules do apply here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get ready. as we're coming up to the start-finish line. This will be green as we come across, ladies and gentlemen, led by Marco. So, whew, here we go. It's race time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it on. And we're green, we're green, ladies and gentlemen. And we got Marco off to the races here in the lead. We're going to jump on board with him here so we can look in the back of the pack and see what's going on behind him here. It's a little tough to obviously circle through the cars, but it looks like we had a pretty nice, good, clean start here. Oh, we got some drivers off track there, coming around the village, and I guess the loop is called there. So again, we did say that. Oh, we got a couple more guys off over around the corner there. Oh, we got a big pile up in the back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to stick with the race leaders here early on in the race. There are red flags in play in the race here, but of course it is the driver's responsibility to continue racing unless one of the track marshals does call that red flag, and we'll see what happens here. That's not up to me during this particular race because I'm new to the ACC deal. So obviously we'll leave the league officials take care of the dirty business there when it comes down to red flagging the race. But it does look like the race is going to continue on here. I think the red flag call probably would have went up already. So Marco getting off to a really great start here. And he's actually gotten a pretty good gap on the field here, as we're looking at about a 1.1 second gap on the next driver behind here. So far, our front pack has had a good, clean breakaway. We see 6 drivers here doing their thing in the race. So let us just check out here, as we have Catch sitting now in P2. We got Booster currently sitting in P3. We got Sephiroth sitting in P4. We got JP sitting in 5th place. We've got Molina in 6th. I keep saying his name wrong. I apologize. Driver sitting in 7th in that Lexus. And then we've got Shark Attack in the Lamborghini up in 8th. Rig Pig sitting in 9th. We got Little Mac just behind there in 10th place. And then we've got Magic Man in 11th. We got Tango in 12th place. We've got Defon in 13th. We've got Big Dom in 14th. And that beautiful pink Audi, ladies and gentlemen. We've got RR Spec 1 just in behind him, trying to chase him down there. We've got Gel Speed here in 16th. We've got Choco in 17th. We've got MX in the back here in 18th. So it might have been gotten caught up in that little bit of a mix-up we've seen earlier there. And then we have Darmel here. So let's see what we have for battles on the track. Let's jump in on one of these battles here. P1, P2, and P3, P4, P5, and P6 don't really have too much going on at the moment. We do have JB maybe trying to put a little bit of pressure on driver in front here. So let's jump on with him here as he's going around the track and see if he can gain on that 4th place driver here with Sephiroth. Of course, Sephiroth, Rockefeller Racing member, driving with Team SFR here in the series, and doing his best to keep that Porsche behind him here at the moment. But it does look like that Porsche is definitely picking up some time through the corners here very early on in Silverstone. So we may see maybe a potential move from our 5th place driver there, who I can't remember who his name is. JB. All right, so let's jump on board. Let's jump on board with him here. You see him checking out the mirrors there, check out the car here. You can get a little bit of a view with the car here. Not too much, but not too bad. But this one's a great view here. We got helmet cam right here, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what the driver's seeing while they're driving here on track today. This is what it looks like to him right now. So you can see the rearview mirror there. Look left there, you can see a little bit out of that mirror, but it's pretty wet out there, so it's a little tough to see. And the right mirror blocked a little bit by the roll cage there, obviously. And then when you look behind, but not having any pressure from 6th place, really his job at the moment is trying to catch Sephiroth up ahead of him there in 4th place, but not able to close that gap. As you can see, Sephiroth's now closing in on 3rd place driver in front of him there, trying to catch that lead pack. So GB doing a great job here early on in the race. Let's go find a battle. Let's go see if we can find a battle here. We got Molina in 6th. We've got Ram in 7th. Oh, we got a juicy little pack here. with Shark Attack in front. So let's jump on with Rig Pig here, as we got a nice little 4 or 5 car battle brewing here, right here at the moment. So Shark Attack in the Lamborghini, and then we got Rig Pig sitting, who we're following at the moment here in that Jaguar, and then we've got Little Mac just behind, and then we've got Magic Man just behind him, and I'm not sure who the driver behind him is. So let's get into some chase cam here with can't remember his name now. I'm really struggling with this today, chat. Who are we driving with here today? Right, Rig Pig. Woo! Alright, so a little bit different here for me. I'm just not familiar with all the drivers here on track, obviously with it being ACC, so it's just taking me a little bit to get familiar with who the drivers are. But we see that red arrow coming in behind Red Pig here, which means Little Mac was closing in on him. Ooh, and Magic Mag got a little bit squirrely there, just in behind, managing to keep the car together there. So great job coming through that final corner there. I can't remember what the corner is called. Club corner. And oh, we actually see Rig Pig losing it there. Is he keeping it out of the wall? He does a really great job actually at keeping the car out of the wall, but now he does have to consider race traffic coming, so he has to make sure that he doesn't enter into the line of traffic. He does a really great job there to let the Jaguar go by, but now he's got car coming up to speed. He does move out of the way here. He allows that Audi to get by, so really great job by Rig Pig there to get back on track safely and keep the car in one piece. So really unfortunate there for him, having a great battle, but losing the car there. So Marco's starting to pull away from Rockefeller Racing's catcher, who's sitting in second place, boosted just behind in third. We got Sephiroth here starting to catch teammate boosted there. We're looking for a battle, chat, and that's what we're doing here. Giving all the drivers a little bit of camera time here as well, because you know that's what we're all about here. We like to show all the drivers and what they're doing. I think we still have a pretty good battle developing back here. We got a nice little battle between Little Mac and Shark Attack here, so let's stick with this battle currently on track, and we will go. So it looked like Shark Attack made a bit of a mistake there. He actually, Little Mac going on the outside of Shark Attack there. So Shark Attack getting very, very tucked back in behind really quickly there, obviously getting back into that slipstream here. And I'm not sure what that slipstream distance is here in ACC again, because I'm just unfamiliar, but obviously there is slipstream in play here due to the real-time physics here at ACC. So we see Little Mac there trying to keep Shark Attack behind him there, and then we have a driver just behind Shark Attack there. I'm just trying to remember who it is. Can't remember off the top of my head who's chasing down Shark Attack just behind this pack here. So a great little battle going here as we're coming through, coming into the village, and then we're going to be going around what's called the loop, I believe. So Shark Attack thinking about making a move there, and it's a really risky spot. Coming around Combe Corner here, sorry ladies and gentlemen, we're at the final corner, Club Corner. We're up that start-finish line there now, and then we're going to be coming into the first corner, which they call Abbey. And we do have a move in behind Little Mac here from a driver behind Shark Attack, who I'm not sure who it is. I'm having a hard time remembering who all my drivers are here because they keep swapping their positions up so much. But we do have Shark Attack putting some pressure here on Little Mac today. And I do know that Little Mac does actually enjoy the rain here at ACC, so he typically says he does pretty well in the rain. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can continue to climb up the field here. He gets a really good run out of the loop there, and actually loses the driver Shark Attack there. So let's jump back into the garage and let's go jump on with driver Shark Attack, as him and Tango 2 are having a little bit of a battle here now as well. So let's get into the rear view here. This is kind of what he sees here. Oh, he makes a little bit of a mistake and wide. He's really, you can see him really working the steering wheel there, trying to keep the car under control here. So a little bit of a tough break there for Shark Attack as Tango makes the move, gets around him there, gets the job done. And now he's got pressure from a Bentley, and he's going to go wide again, and that Bentley's going to get by. So Shark Attack is struggling a little bit here in that Lamborghini early on in the races. We've just seen 3 drivers get around, and now we see Magic Man starting to close up in behind there as well. So we'll have to see if he can get a handle on that Lamborghini here and just dial back into the race. Sometimes you just have a lapse of a little bit of a lapse of judgment. We see Magic Man flashing the lights there, letting him know that he's going to be making that move. That was a funny camera angle. As you now see him side by side here, so we do have Magic Man trying to get the move done on the outside here, but that Lamborghini tucking in on that inside line, defending that corner very well. So Magic Man has to now tuck back in behind, set it all back up, and try again in another time, another place here. So Shark Attack is doing a good job at defending off Rockefeller Racing's Magic Man behind there. And we do see a little bit of a battle developing up ahead of these drivers here as well. So we're just kind of taking a look at the track on the left-hand center part of the screen there, ladies and gentlemen, to kind of determine where we need to be looking. And I think we need to get up the field here just a little bit, right around that middle back range here, I believe. So we're just going to go see if we can find us a nice little battle here. Let's go see what's going up at front here. Sephiroth has lost a little bit of time on Boosted, but we do see Boosted still keeping that distance to catch there. So let's jump on with our leader here as we've just come around the start-finish line here, Silverstone. Let's do an onboard here with our current race leader, Marco, here as we're coming around Silverstone. So we're just coming around Beckett's here, and when he gets under these little S-winding corners here, we're coming into a corner called Chapel, and then from there he's going to run up the Hangar Straight. So really long straightaway here, the longest straightaway here at Silverstone, and then after that he comes into Stowe Corner, and it's a medium speed right-hand corner. You definitely don't want to try and put too much into it here, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, here by the great onboard shot here with Marco. And then from there we're coming into Stowe and Vale, and then of course Club Corner coming up the start-finish line straight away here. So this is Club Corner right here, ladies and gentlemen, and you can really see him utilizing as much of the racetrack as possible. But here at ACC, the curbs do tend to wear your tires down a little bit, and they tend to unsettle the race car as well, and of course put wear and tear on your suspension. So you see these guys just clipping the curbs. You don't actually see these guys really riding the curbs any more than they need to here. And as you can see him coming around the village, we're in the loop right now. This is the loop right here. This is a very difficult corner. And then from there we come around Aintree Corner onto the Wellington Straight. So now he's on Wellington Straight here. From there we're coming into Liftfield and the Woodcock sector. So, and he's absolutely cruising here. His best lap currently is a 208.9 here, and I believe that's currently fastest lap on track here as well. So again, just really great shot from inside these cars as we take a look off to the left-hand side of the car here. You see that Bentley symbol on the glove box there. Just absolutely great stuff. You can see everything that the driver sees there, and he comes around there with a 208.742. So we really picked a great lap to jump on board with Rockefeller Racing Marco here, as he puts down a 208.7 here on lap 6. So this is an hour-long race, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to see approximately about 24, 25 laps, I think, here at Silverstone today at the pace these guys are at. And just doing a really great job here very early on is Marco. Now, been a very strong driver for SFR here so far this season, and looking very solid here. So we do see a great shot here from our chopper pilot here over at Silverstone, as you can see him following around the racetrack with all our drivers on track here currently, and just providing us some really great camera shots here today as he's following our race leader currently. We see the ambulance off from the trackside in case it's needed. Hopefully it's not, but that's what they're there for. As we see Catch and Boosted now closing up very tight. So let's jump in with that battle. Let's jump on with Rockefeller Racing's Catch, while him and Boosted 45 are starting to develop a little bit of a battle here. So I guess really the big question right now, ladies and gentlemen, is does Boosted and Catch just work together here and get nose to tail as much as possible, and start to use slipstreaming to their advantage, try to catch Marco, and maybe team up with Marco and just lose the field here, try to get a nice big fat gap going in the pit window. It'd be interesting to see, because obviously these drivers have individual standings that they're driving for as well. As the team league versus league part of the event. So we will bring those up for you guys a little bit later on here during the broadcast as well. But it doesn't look like Boosted is overly interested in putting a ton of pressure on Catch here. So, but you can see Catch is slowly starting to gain Marco there as well. As you can see him kind of close up on the bumper there, but I'm not sure why we've seen the red light there. We do see a stop and go penalty to one of our drivers there. Now all penalties in effect here, ladies and gentlemen. So the live track officials obviously here issuing a warning to the drivers for exceeding track limits, making contact with the drivers. If you have too many infractions here, they will issue stop and go penalty, which is a really unfortunate scenario for a driver, obviously, in an endurance race. It is still early enough in the race for that driver potentially to make some positions back up, but again, you don't want to be stuck with that dreaded stop and go penalty there, as we do see a caution on the track just coming into the Beckett's part of the sector there. A few drivers back, so we'll have to keep our eye on that. We're watching, looking for those battles, and currently right now we don't have anything too pressing. We still have Boosted and Catch really just kind of maintaining a nice little pace here, and again just trying to gain on Marco in front and lose the pack behind. So not seeing too much as far as Boosted trying to make a move on Rockefeller Racing's Catch at the moment. So let's go back to the garage and let's go find another driver to jump on with here. We do see a little bit of spacing out from the drivers here, but again, you know, this is much different kind of racing here today, and we actually just seen Little Mac making a bit of a mistake. So let's jump on board with Spec 1 here currently, as we see Tango 2 and Little Mac starting to close up on him a little bit from behind here. So great shot from our rear bumper is Bentley here today. And this is kind of what it looks like behind Spec 1 currently, as he has Tango 2 trying to chase him down. I believe in that Lexus, if I'm not mistaken. Might actually be another Bentley behind him there. And then you see Little Mac getting closed up on there as well. So we're starting to find some little mini battles developing throughout the pack here. And Spec 1's having a pretty good race here so far this week at Silverstone, sitting currently in 8th place. New to ACC Racing here is Spec 1, so having a great drive here so far in that Bentley. Obviously, we know a little bit about some of the drivers. Obviously, myself, the host, is a part of the Rockefeller Racing team. So we do know a little bit about some of these drivers here that are on track today. So we're not completely unfamiliar. Obviously, we know RWB's Little Mac as well. Race against RWB Little Mac in other series, in other racing sims as well. So we know Little Mac quite well as well. He's a great race car driver and super cool dude. And he's actually only drives with one leg, ladies and gentlemen. Little fun fact about Little Mac. So he does a really fantastic job here in all his competitive races. We got Shark Attack just behind in the in that Lamborghini here. And for some reason, they don't want to show us his car. There we go. So let's go see what we got for battles here. We got some pit stops starting to happen here now. So we see Dom coming into pit lane. We got Magic coming into pit lane here as well. We do see some of these drivers have already made their pit stops here for today. So you see Darnell's made his stop. We see MX has made his pit stop. And we see Defon has also made his pit stop. So that little green flag beside their number there, where you see me moving my cursor around, ladies and gentlemen, means that they've made their pit stop for the race. So these drivers are mandatory to have one pit stop. They don't have a mandatory amount of set of tires or anything they have to use for this race, as it's a wet race. So they can use pretty much as many tires as they want. So 3 out of the drivers have made their official stops, and the rest of the drivers have not yet currently. So we are currently on lap 10 here. So with our race leader Marco here, starting to get a little bit of a decent gap on second place Catch and third place Boosted, And then we just kind of move down the field here. We're looking for them battles, and we got a bit of a battle here. So we have Catch is catching up to some lap traffic here. So he does have to find a spot to... the Audi getting a little bit wide there, right in front of Catch there. So great response there by Catch. He just held the racing line, was able to get through nice and safe as well as Boosted. But by doing that, I think Catch slowed down a little bit to make sure he didn't make contact with the Audi. And Boosted caught right up to him there. So Boosted's now on the tail of Rockefeller Racing's Catch. We got Sephiroth here in 4th place. He's having a fantastic run here today as well. And then we got JP here still in 5th place in that Porsche, just off these guys. He's not far away. And we got Molina just off these guys in 6th. We've got Ram Driver here sitting in 7th place. And he's the only Lexus driver on track here today. And just as we were seeing Spec 1 just a little bit earlier there, as soon as the camera catches up to him, there we go. And he is getting a little bit of pressure from Tango and Little Mac as well. So we're starting to see a little bit of lap traffic, obviously from pit stops being made. We got Shark Attack in that Lamborghini. We've got Rig somewhere. As soon as the cameraman catches up, come on cameraman, you got this. There we go, in that beautiful Jaguar there. Lots of pink on that car. We love to see the support. The support for Reaper and his family today on track is absolutely phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're just tuning into the broadcast, Rockefeller Racing Reaper teammate, family member has lost his wife this week to a very tough battle to cancer. And this race is obviously dedicated to Reaper and his family. Oh, we see another driver spinning. We see Choco spinning out there. Oh, and he's going to make contact with the wall. That is most certainly going to be some heavy damage on the front end of his car there. That is really unfortunate for Choco. Having a tough race here in Silverstone today. Damaging the front end of that car. Oh, we got contact between Darnell and Big Dom. So Darnell getting into the back end of the Audi there as the Audi was getting a little bit loose coming out of the corner and spinning him around there. So Darnell, unfortunately, helping him find his way off the racetrack there. So we've got a couple of early incidents here in amongst these pit stops. So MX now making his stop currently as we see here. The crew's working on that car. And it looks like he's the only one currently in pit lane at the moment. I thought we were having Choco coming into pit lane here. I would imagine we're probably going to see him come into pit lane fairly soon now after that incident there. Getting into the wall, making some pretty serious contact in the front end of that car there. So he's definitely going to have some aerodynamic damage. I'm sure that's definitely going to affect his steering and suspension in the front end of that car as well. That looked like a pretty tough hit. So really unfortunate for Choco there. And we'll have to see how he can regroup after that hit. But we do have our race leader Marco here looking good here very early on in the race. We still have 37 minutes remaining in our race here at Silverstone today, ladies and gentlemen. So Marco's looking very good today here again. And while the drivers are starting to make their pit stops and kind of sort everything out, let's bring up some fun stuff for you guys to take a look at here. So round 3 results, ladies and gentlemen. So round 3 was done at Misano last week, and we're just going to bring this up here for you. So we did have our winner last week as Rockefeller Racing's Marco, and then we had PREC Molina finishing 2nd, and Rockefeller Racing Catch finishing 3rd place. So SFR rounding out the podium last week at Misano. And then we had Jetpack driving for IRL finishing in 4th. We had Boosted in 5th. We had MX for IRL in 6th. We had JP for IRL in 7th. And then we've got Rockefeller Racing's Gel Speed, Sephiroth, and Magic Man finishing 8th, 9th, and 10th. We had Darnell in 11th, Spec 1 in 12th, Defom in 13th, Ram in 14th, PREC King was in 15th, Ram Driver in 16th, TNR Shark Attack finished 17th, Tango finished in 18th, Deadfish finished in 19th, and Atista with a DQ finishing in 20th place last week. So that is where the drivers finished officially last week. And when we get rid of that bad boy right there, and we bring up this next little beautiful graphic here done by the SFR guys here, these are the overall season standings for the individual drivers through 3 rounds here as well. So as we can see, Rockefeller Racing's Marco is in the lead with 135 points, with Jetpack just behind with 118, Catch in third with 95, but MX very close behind at 94 points. And then we got Boosted at 78, Sephiroth close behind with 72, tied with Jelly RT also at 72. Then we have Autista with 68, Molina, pardon me, I keep saying Imola for some reason, with 63 points. And then we have Darmel with 49, JP at 47, Gelspeed at 45, Tango at 44. We have King at 39, Little Max there at 32, Rig Pig at 22, Magic Man at 18, Deadfish at 18, Driver at 16, Spec at 14, Shark Attack at 12, Defon at 12, LSE at 10, Big Dom at 6, VR Trainer at 3, and Riot Racing rounding out that standings with 2 points there for Team Ferrari. So that's kind of where everything sits currently after 3 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. So that is coming into here Silverstone round 4. And there is a drop round in effect here. So that has not taken effect yet. So the drop round is absolutely going to change the individual standings and, of course, the team standings for the series here as well. So we're starting to see a little bit of grouping going on in the mid-pack here. So let's go see what kind of juiciness. We have now seeing Boosted getting around Catch, but we do see Catch going into pit lane there. So Catch now coming in for his pit stop. Maybe looking for a bit of an undercut on the rest of the guys in front here. We see Sephiroth has opted to go around here. We have JP has also opted to continue on in that Porsche. We have Molina here now also opting to continue on. We have Driver who's coming around now. Pardon me, I'm starting to get a... I'm going to sneeze here, chat, so just bear with me 1 second. You might lose me for a second. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. So we have Ram Driver here, currently sitting in 7th, and it looks like he's going to go around again. We got Tango 2 here in 8th as well. And he's opting to continue to go around. Little Mac is coming here. He's going to opt to go around again. Shark Attack is still here. And Shark Attack's been struggling a little bit, but sitting in top 10 at the moment here. So it looks like he's going to opt to go around yet again as well. And then we have Spec 1. Rig Pig. Who has yet to pit. The rest of these drivers have pit. So we have driver Spec 1 who's made his pit stop. Currently sitting in 12th place. We have Darmel sitting in 13th. We have Magic just behind. Magic starting to put some pressure on Darmel here in 14th. So let's jump on board with Magic Man while he battles for this position here for 13th place. And you can see the rain starting to come down pretty heavy here. As you can see, the wipers are really having to work to keep that rain off the windshields here this afternoon at Silverstone over in England here. So Spec doing a really, Magic Man doing a really great job here, closing up that gap on the driver in front here, and he actually might be able to make the move happen here. Now he's got to run. He's just going to be patient. This is a tough corner to make a move, so he is going to back up. He's just going to make sure that every driver is getting through the corners safely, and just size up that move. Hopefully coming up the straightaway here. Oh, the driver get a little bit wide there. He does go a little bit wide. So Magic Man absolutely going to get the job done there, but he is going to have to hold the outside line, and he just cuts out in front coming into the first corner there. So Magic Man getting the move done, just coming into Abbey there, and great stuff by Rockefeller Racing's Magic Man, but now he has to hold that driver off and keep that response. So Magic Man moving up into 13th place here. So no matter where it is in the field here, we definitely have some battles happening, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go find another one. That was great stuff by Rockefeller Racing's Magic Man for Team SFR there. All right. I mean, this battle most certainly is not done yet. So we'll have to keep our eye on these two as the race continues. So let's continue on down the field here real quick. We got Choco here in 15th. Big Dom sitting in the pits. We got Defon here. They're having some trouble today. Couple laps down. You can see him struggling just a little bit. And MX holding up the back of the field here. But we still have the race leaders do need to make these pit stops. So let's jump on board with, let's drive on board with Boosted here. As he's trying to chase down Marco now. There's not too big of a gap there. And then we see teammate Sephiroth just in behind. And then you see JB JP just behind SFR out there as well in that Porsche. So currently SFR is sitting 1, 2, 3, and then we see IRL in 4th place just behind these gentlemen. So really great stuff here by all our drivers so far this evening. And we're just going to try and get a couple of, you know, some live race photos here while we're doing this here today as well, ladies and gentlemen. Try to get some great shots here.
We're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
So we do have 30 minutes remaining of the race. We just heard the race spotter come across Boosted's radio chatter there saying that he has hit the halfway point of the race, ladies and gentlemen. So there we are. We are 30 minutes remaining here at Silverstone today. And we're starting to see some of these drivers now making their stops. So Caps coming out into 9th place here after making his stop. Now, Caps was currently sitting in 2nd place there. So let's jump on board with Rockefeller Racing's catch here currently. Just for a minute here while he's coming around. He does have Shark Attack just in behind there, and then a teammate of Shark Attack just behind him as well. So he does have some pressure from the 10th and 11th place, 9th and 10th place drivers behind him. They are definitely there. So he does need to be aware that these guys are there and keep his eye on that distance between himself and that Lamborghini behind him currently trying to chase. So really great stuff here by all our drivers on track from SFR and IRL. They're doing a fantastic job. And of course, it's sponsored by Coach Dave Academy, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't given a shout out to Coach Dave Academy yet. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Huge shout out to Coach Dave Academy, sponsor of the series here, sponsor of Rockefeller Racing and the SFR series as well. So, you know, huge player in what we do here over at ACC, SFR, and much love. Appreciate everything that they do over there at Coach Dave Academy. And gotta go check him out if you don't know anything about the Coach Dave Academy, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely cool dude. He's got a YouTube channel. He's a Ferrari racer in real life. He's a very world-renowned Ferrari car racing gentleman, and he does a lot of work with ACC setups and stuff like that for the cars as well. So we see a battle developing just behind Catch here. So let's go take a peek at that. As we see we just missed it. Shark Attack now just getting around JP there. So Shark Attack now putting the JP getting around Shark Attack, and we actually see Shark Attack going wide there. So he's most certainly going to get a warning from the track officials there for exceeding track limits on the track there, as he's trying to chase JP down after JP just made a really great move to get the job, get that position on Shark Attack there. So Shark Attack currently sitting in 7th place, trying to get JP reeled back in for a move on 6th there. So really great job here by all our drivers. Had a couple of little incidents at the race start, which is kind of expected when you have 20 cars all fighting for position. Oh! And we see JP making a big mistake there, and Shark Attack is going to take advantage, and he is going to take P7 back from JP there. So really unfortunate for JP there, as it looked like he was just fell victim to slippery road conditions there. And Shark Attack says, "Thank you very much. Just gave me that position back, and catch me if you can, mate." So now we see JP starting to put the pressure down. See if he can catch him here. Oh yeah, JP get a little bit wide there. So let's jump on board with JP here as he's trying to shake the driver down here. And losing a little bit of time there on Shark Attack there now. So Porsche's got a little bit of work to do to get caught back up to that P7 driver there. But let's go see if our pit stops have been fully ran out here. So we still have Sephiroth and Tango to make their stops here yet. We have Shark Attack and Rig Pig also yet to make their stops. And Ram Driver, as well as the only driver remaining to make a stop there. So really great stuff there so far by all the drivers. So it'll be interesting to see how everything shakes back up after all these pit stops. So Ideally, once SFR, Tango, and Ram make their pit stops, we're going to have Marco retain the race lead. Looks like Boosted will stay in second, and then Catch will actually be in third place. So the undercut decision made by Catch there not necessarily working to his full advantage on this ton, as teammate Boosted being able to get in front of him through the series of pit stops there. So hard to say, maybe he took different quantities of fuel. There's so many different reasons, obviously, that can gain a driver time in a pit lane. So let's jump on with somebody we haven't been with here yet tonight. Let's we haven't really spent a whole lot of time with MX, and it looks like MX has just retired the car here today, which is unfortunate, as he was really had some great pace in practice earlier on today. So I'm not sure what's happening there. Maybe having a technical issue with the car, maybe some kind of malfunction or some kind of failure. Anything can happen in racing, ladies and gentlemen. So let's jump in with Choco here. We'll jump on with our man Choco here, over one of the headmasters over there at IRL, our normal commentator here at ACC at the SFR IRL League Challenge. And yeah, let's just sit on board with him here for a minute, as he's currently sitting in 16th place. Now, doesn't drive in this series specifically. Typically, he just commentates this series, but you can see him on track here. He's filling in as a reserve today and showing some respect there for some lead lap traffic, getting out of the way there, allowing that car to get by safely. So, great job by Choco here, currently sitting in 16th place. So, Choco does have Little Mac just in behind him next. So let's, we gotta go find a battle. We gotta go find a battle, guys. So we still have Tango, who has yet to pit. So we still have 3 drivers on track that have yet to pit. One of them being Tango, the other driver being Shark Attack here, and the final driver being Rig Pig. So a couple of the RL guys on much different strategies than the rest of the drivers. So let's jump on with our race leader currently here as he's coming around, and see if he's going to jump in pit lane here and get that service done to the car here anytime soon, or if he's really going to try and stretch this out. Now, again, drivers are on different strategies. They all have different ideas for how the race is going to go. And graphics kind of suck on ACC, nowhere near as good as GTS and GT7. I do agree. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we are on PS4 here, broadcasting through PS4, so we only have 30 frames per second, and that is some of the issue. Some of the issue is just the fact that we're on an old generation console as well. I do hear it looks much better on PS5. And I'm sure on PC it looks fantastic. So, but Gran Turismo 7 has some fantastic graphics, and you're not wrong there, Tattooed, at all. As we see now, also with ACC, it's something quite a bit different than Gran Turismo, ladies and gentlemen. When you're coming into pit lane, you actually have to consider pit lane speed. So when you're coming into pit lane, you have a window between lines, and if you're not down to pit lane speed by the time you get across that line, you will receive a penalty in pit lane, and you don't want that penalty in pit lane, let me tell you. So we have Tango coming in for his pit stop here, so we're going to jump back in with Marco here now, as he's going to retain the race lead here, potentially coming around the middle part of the racetrack here. So now he's on the, which straight is that again? The Hangar Straight, coming into Stowe, and that's the last couple of sectors here before the start-finish line. So let's see where he comes out in comparison to Tango 2, who just made his pit stops here. So coming around the final couple corners here, we're coming into Vale, and then we'll come around the club corner, and that takes us up the start-finish line from there, ladies and gentlemen. So just coming around club corner right now, up the start-finish line, and is he going to retain the race lead? It seems to be the case here, as we see him going around the exit of pit lane there. So Marco does retain the race lead here after pit stops are made. We still see Rig Pig there having to make some stops yet, but I believe he's the only driver left on track that has yet to make his pit stops here. So currently number 111, our Rockefeller Racing's Marco leading the race, leading the challenge as well in individual standings, and of course currently helping SFR in the lead in the team challenge as well. So the league challenge, pardon me. And he just doesn't see anybody behind him right now. Really, he just needs to focus on maintaining that timing gap and hitting his marks and running good clean laps. If he can do that for the next 20 minutes, he should have this race completely locked in. But I mean, it's wet. It is very, very wet. You guys can see that it is super wet on track here today, and just anything can happen here at Silverstone. Got Jamal coming in with the thumbs up as well. How you doing, Jamal, brother? So it's a little bit different having to go, you know, to find the cars in the battles here on ACC, but we're managing here. This gives us a good chance to do a nice little drive-through of all the drivers too. Make sure that all the drivers get to check out their liveries, get to see what they're doing on track. Make sure they get a little bit of love by the camera guys here as well. So we got Seth in 4th place. We've got Melina currently sitting in 5th place here as well, and he's driving with PREC, who's of course a SFR driver. Got JP here for IRL, and he's actually going to be the first IRL driver in the field for IRL. So SFR currently holding the top 5 spots here at Silverstone, and then JP sitting in 6th with teammate Shark Attack just behind here in 7th. Tango 2 right behind him in 8th place as well. And then we have Rockefeller Racing Spec 1 sitting in P9. Again, having a great race here today. We got Ram Driver sitting in P10. And Little Mac in P11. Now, it looks like a move was just done there, and I'm not exactly sure what's up there. It just hasn't updated their timing yet. We got Rig Pig here in 12th in that Jaguar, and then we've got Darmel in 13th. We've got Magic Man. We look like we got a nice little juicy battle going on there, hey? And then we've got Magic Man here in 14th. We've got Big Dom in that beautiful, beautiful pink Audi. And you know what? Let's go get a great shot of that car. Yeah, it's just looking real great, that car. So we're gonna find us a really juicy camera angle here, and we're gonna try and get a really great shot of that car here. There we go. Hopefully that one turned out the way I wanted it to. Get a couple of great. Oh! Oh no, that's not the action shot we're looking for. Oh, we're so sorry, brother. Alright, so we see driver Big Dog getting a little bit sideways, and you can see a little bit of damage on the car there from that contact with the wall. We got Choco here in 16th, and you actually see he has a drive-through penalty there as well. We got Deform in 17th, and then we've got MX, who's retired in the pits here in 18th place. So our race leader currently is Marco, and we're just trying to find that battle right now. We have a nice little battle here between Catch and Boosted. It looks like Catch has found his way back around Boosted for that P2 position. So Catch now currently sitting in 2nd place. And you know, it's funny, when I was talking to Catch earlier today, going through things for the broadcast and such, and just the differences between ACC and Gran Turismo. The one thing he said to me is, I highly doubt I'm going to hit podium today. We got such a great field of drivers, and here he is sitting in P2. And, you know, I hear him say that a lot, actually, before these broadcasts, and he always seems to do well. So you got to quit cutting yourself short, Catch. You're a great driver. And showing it here today, sitting in 2nd place. And I'm sure Catch is very into his team and into the family aspect of the team and what he's built here with Rockefeller Racing and SFR. And I know for a fact, ladies and gentlemen, that the Catch is driving most certainly with a heavy heart today. I know that he has Reaper in his mind and the family in his mind today, and I'm sure he's using that as motivation and drive to continue to push and lock down a podium finish here for the team today. So seriously, really great dude. All these guys on track are phenomenal teammates, phenomenal friends, phenomenal competitors, and all here for the same thing today, to support, show support for Reaper and his just recently lost wife Melissa. God rest her soul, ladies and gentlemen. Showing support with the pink rims here from IRL and all these race cars. And of course you see all the SFR guys with the pink and black livery combinations here today. And that's to support Reaper and Melissa and to say to F you cancer. You know, we're tired of you, and we're going to do everything we can to try and make a difference and stop it. You know, let's start seeing recovery, and let's start seeing happy moments. And also, if you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, you're just caught what's going on, we do have a donation link at the bottom of the GT45 Gaming Facebook page here today. It is to support the Quebec Cancer Foundation. And if you're willing and you're able to donate, you just hit that little pink bottle cap at the heart, and it takes you to a secure website, and you can do your thing from there. Of course, I get notification here on Facebook that you've made a donation, and you'll get an amazing shout out because you're just an amazing human being, and you're an angel from heaven to be able to financially help another family in need. And just being here, hitting those reactions, hitting those shares, tuning in, hanging out with us, ladies and gentlemen, obviously is more than enough support as well. So please don't cut yourself short, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate all of it. Let's find a battle here. See, I kind of like this feature here. It gives me a chance to go through the lineup. It gives us a chance to really take a look at the cars. Chocolate really having a hard time here today. Again, typically not driving in the series, so just probably not enough practice under the belt. But we don't, I mean, really it looks like the best battle we got going here is between P2 and P3. But we are seeing Melina really starting to put pressure on SFR. So let's jump on board. Am I seeing that right? No, I'm not seeing that right. We have JP and Melina having a battle here is what I'm seeing. So let's jump on with Melina here. While we go with this juicy little battle. We get on some chase cam action here. You see that Porsche is getting onto the curb there a little bit. Trying to get down on the throttle. You see it get a little bit squirrely there, but he did a good job to keep it together. Going to lose a little bit of time on Melina there. But definitely still in the hunt for P5 there. So this is a battle for 5th position. And yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And we see driver 222 now clearing his drive-through penalty there. I believe that it was Choco, ladies and gentlemen, that received that penalty there. And just a little look as we go down the start-finish line here. So there's a look at pit lane. And, of course, the building and the stands there. And not too many people in the stands today. Some brave souls out there fighting the weather here over in England today, over down near Silverstone and Whittlebury, I think. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, you guys, if I butchered the name of your town. We love you guys over there. We really do. Great racetrack. There's been a fantastic race here today. And we do see JP starting to pick a little bit of time back up here on PREC Melina. So, you know, let's jump over to JP as he's trying to chase him down here. Get a little time on the camera here. And let's jump in cockpit mode here. So JP doing everything he can to start to close that gap on PREC Melina here. And again, that stands for the Puerto Rican Esports Racing Club, ladies and gentlemen. And they are on Team SFR. So it's a group of drivers that compete in SFR. Oh, we see Melina going spinning sideways. Oh my goodness. So Melina giving up P5 to JP there. And just staying patient, staying consistent has given JP that 5th place position. And that's really, really unfortunate for Melina there, as it looked like he went into the wall there. So now he's probably also going to be suffering track damage as well on that car. So let's see where that put Melina. Of course, my live timer has not quite properly updated yet, so that will put Melina in 6th place. I should put JP in 5th. We have Spec now doing well here in 8th place. And we've got Little Mac just getting around Big Dom there as well. So Little Mac up in 9th place here. And then we've got Shark Attack holding out our top 10. So let's just jump back up with our race leader here. Marco. We jump on track here with him as he's coming around. I'm going to try to bring up our live timing here. So there we go. We got some live timing here for you guys. So what we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is all the drivers in blue are a lap down, and the drivers in white are on the lead lap. So we do have Marco here. We see catch at minus 8.6, 8.8, 8. About 8 seconds behind. Boosted just behind catch there, and then there's a little bit of a gap from catch on, but SFR does have a little bit of lap traffic separating him and the 5th place driver JP now in that Porsche. So morning guys, how's it going? How you doing, Toolshed? How you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping in. Great shot here by our camera crew coming up that into Abbey Corner here after the start finish line. So we have 10 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen, so we're currently going to be looking at about 4 to 5 laps remaining of our race here, as you just see Marco going around some lap traffic there and coming around the loop here right now, and that'll be bringing him into the is that the Wellington Straight, I believe? It is the Wellington Straight, absolutely. Toolshed coming in with that big thumbs up as well. How's it going, everybody? Thank you for stopping in here. We are over at ACC, as you guys can see here today. Something a little bit different for everybody today, as we're stepping in for Chaco, who's on track here today to try and fill his shoes here over at the SFR IRL League versus League Challenge. And we see Rockefeller Racing catch here in 2nd place, but now we're seeing Boosted start to put the pressure on catch here. So let's jump on board here as we have Boosted now under 10 minutes remaining. Is he going to finally try and make the move on teammate catch here and try to get P2 out from underneath our catch, or are these guys going to play friendly here and work together as a team and just lock down that podium? 1, 2, 3 for SFR. Not only SFR, but Rockefeller Racing here as the standings sit currently right now. So Marco sitting in first, Catch sitting in second. We see a Boosted sitting in 3rd place, and then Sephiroth behind these guys in 4th. So really great job here by all the drivers today. It's been a great race. It's been a treat to watch. We haven't done ACC before, so this was definitely a new experience for myself. And we've been having a lot of fun. It's definitely different. Got some really great camera angles here at ACC, that is for sure. And gosh, that Bentley looks like a lot of fun to drive. But we do see Boosted and putting the pressure on here, so we're going to get up on a higher camera angle here. And there we go. Let's get in that chopper. Let's get in the chopper, and the chopper follow these guys around here for a minute as Catch is just trying to keep that gap on Boosted right now. And Catch is probably sweating bullets right now. We know how he is, and he might even be considering allowing Boosted to get around him here just because he's such a team player. But push it, Catch. Get that P2, baby. Go get it. And of course, teammate behind. So we see JP has gotten around some lap traffic. Let's... We do see 4th and 5th place starting to close back up a little bit here. And then we see a little bit of a battle going on mid-pack there, but I really don't want to leave this P2 battle currently. Obviously with 7 minutes remaining, we do have caution out. So we do have a driver spun somewhere on track here, just ahead of the leaders. So hopefully everything's all good there. It was in Beckett's there that we did see the driver spin out there. He was allowing some traffic to get by. That driver is now back on track, ladies and gentlemen. So moving along here, we do see MX back on track. There's some car maybe getting fixed up here. He's turning some laps. But Catch has gotten a little bit of space now on Boosted here. So we're coming through Beckett's right now. And then we're going to be coming up the, what's that straight called? The Hanger Straight there. For some reason I want to call it the Hangington Straight, and I don't know why. But let's go quickly take a look here. We're winding down our race. Let's go take a look on some developments here. We don't have any battles behind these guys. Really, 4th, 5th, and 6th looks pretty good. Ooh, we see Molina having another issue there as well, losing some traction there. So just coming around is Spec now. Spec might be able to catch that 7th place driver Tango. Sorry Tango, we missed you, my guy. So Tango maybe be able to catch Molina up a little bit here after that. A little bit of an incident. We see Spec coming over the start-finish line. We got Little Mac here currently sitting in 9th place. And boy, that chopper is working hard today. We got Shark Attack here holding out our top 10 here as well. We got Rig Pig in 11th, and then we've got Darmel in 12th. We've got Magic up into 13th here. Big Dom in 14th, and a gorgeous pink Audi. We've got Choco here in 15th. We've got Defon in 16th, and we do see MX in pit lane there again, having some kind of failure with that Audi. But it does seem to be the battle is for P2 and P3 here today, near the end of our race. So let's get back on with this battle, shall we? So we see lap traffic opting to get out of the way here, going a little bit wide, letting these guys get through. So really great job by the lap traffic here today to allow these guys to get through. So the chopper is working hard to keep up with these two drivers as they're cruising down the racetrack here. So let's give the poor chopper a break. Let's get on our on-track guys here and let them follow these two guys around the track here a little bit while they battle for P2 and P3. So this is a battle for second and third place here, ladies and gentlemen. And we have just 4.5 minutes remaining here of the race. So really great stuff here. So we do have a couple more little fun facts we're going to shoot off to you guys here too before this race is over. Fastest lap records held here at Silverstone current to date. Max Verstappen owning the F1 fastest lap in the Red Bull RB 2016 F1 car and dropping a 1:27.097. And that was in the 2020 British Grand Prix that he put that lap down. That is the current record for F1 currently at Silverstone. And then we move down to our MotoGP guys as well, ladies and gentlemen. And we have Marc Marquez from Spain. And he was in the Honda RC213V. And he dropped a 1.59, minute 59.936 in the 2019 British Motorcycle Grand Prix. So a couple little fun facts for you guys. And the track is owned by the British Racing Club, and the current events that happen here at Silverstone in real life are the F1, obviously, the MotoGP, the FIA F2 and F3 divisions, the World Series, the British Touring Cup Championship, the British GT Championship, the Superbike Championship, and of course GBB Championship as well, ladies and gentlemen. So just a few fun facts about Silverstone and the things that do happen here still currently today at the racetrack throughout the year. And we just have a fantastic battle developing here between Catch and Boosted. And granted, these guys are teammates, but they're racers, ladies and gentlemen. And at the end of the day, a racer sees a position, he's going to try and get that position. And we see Boosted really working hard here to try and get around Catch with just a little over 2.5 minutes remaining in the race here. So we're going to have 2 more laps left, essentially, ladies and gentlemen, in our race here today. And now is the time that Boost is going to push. It's going to be now, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this battle shakes down. So let's jump on board now with Catch as Boosted 45 here is really working at trying to get closed up on him here. Now I'm not sure if Boosted really wants to put the pressure and make the pass yet, or if he's going to wait till the final lap here. But he definitely wants to make sure that he is sitting in position to be able to make a move going into the final lap, wherever it is that he chooses is the time to try and make that move on teammate Catch here. So our biggest battle on track here today is definitely for P2 and P3 between Rockefeller Racing's Catch and Rockefeller Racing's Boosted 45. So have to see how this one pans out here. We're going to stick with these guys for the race. We'll jump in with Marco probably pretty soon here. I guess we should be thinking about doing that. So let's jump in on the board with Marco. Obviously, as Marco's going to be coming around the start-finish line first, and you see him dealing with some lap traffic here. So you see him having to try and get around Shark Attack and Big Dom here as well in that Audi. So a little bit of a bottle up there for Marco. And you can actually see Catch and Boosted just in the background there. But with that being said, Catch and Boosted are also going to have to get around those same cars. So Ooh, we see Big Dom getting really sideways there in behind Marco there. So hopefully our second and third place drivers are able to get through untouched there. And it does seem to be that way, but we are going to stay with Marco. He's going to come around. He's going to get another lap here yet. So you just heard the call come from the team. The race leader is on his final lap here today. So Marco having just another great drive here at the SFR IRL League versus League Challenge here today. And I'm sure that he's going to be really, really pleased with his drive here. And of course, all the guys driving for teammate Rockefeller Racing's Reaper and his just recently lost wife Melissa. Lost the battle with cancer here this week, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why you see all the pink on the cars here today. It's in honor of Reaper and his family, and we're just thinking of you. Our prayers are with Reaper and his family here today. And if you need anything, brother, we're here for you. Your family's here, man. We're here. And the community's here. And we love you, brother. We love you. So Marco just coming around here. We are gonna stick with this. I know we have a battle going for P2 and P3, but we got to get the leader coming across the finish line here. So congratulations to Rockefeller Racing's Marco as he does finish in P1 here today. We're going to try and get on board with Catch here really, really quick now. So congratulations to Boosted, who has gotten around Catch, and then Catch now in P3. So looking like Boosted did get around Catch there for P2. So Catch finishing in P3. Oh, we see Catch get a little bit squirrely there. Sephiroth coming here in P4. We do have potentially final laps here still, and it looks like these guys are still racing here. So, yeah. Again, I'm unfamiliar with ACC and quite how everything works, so I do know that the cars do drive back around the track after the end of the race. So we're just kind of jumping on board with everybody here. We see Magic Man just coming around Big Dom there right now.
The leader has finished the race.
And there we go. Marco now coming across the finish line. So I was just on the wrong start-finish line there, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations to Marco. We got Boosted coming in second. We got Catch coming around here in P3, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations to Catch. We got Sephiroth in P4. JP's going to come around here in P5, ladies and gentlemen. We see Big Dom coming across the finish line there in P14 as well. So great job here by all the drivers. JP being the first driver for IRL to cross that finish line with a P5 finish. And then we see Melina coming across next. We just seen Defon come around for a P16 and Choco come around for a P15 finish. Melina coming around here for SFR in P6. We've got Tango 2 coming around. He's got a whole train of cars behind him here. So we're going to stick with Tango here as he's coming around. We see Shark Attack has now just crossed in P10 there as well, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see the drivers are a little bit mixed up in amongst each other now near the end of the race, obviously. So Tango coming around here right now. And coming around Colm Corner here and coming across that start-finish line with a very strong P7 finish here from Tangle 2 today. We got Spec 1 having a really great race. I'm pretty sure that Spec is going to be very happy with this race here today, finishing P8. We got Little Mac also here in the top 10, coming in around, finishing in P9th here today as well. So really great job by Little Mac. And we're just going to stick with Little Mac as he comes across the start-finish line here. So really great stuff here by Little Mac as he comes around. Perfect. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Shark Attack is in P10. We've got Rig Pig in 11th. We've got Darmel finishing 12th. Magic Man 13th. Big Dom in 14th. Choco in 15th. Defon 16th. We got Ram Driver finishing 17th. MX in 18th. Gel Speed finishing in 19th. And apparently Shark Attack's up in 20th place there. I'm not sure what that's about, but unofficial results, of course, ladies and gentlemen, as it always is. And we got 4 of the Rockefeller Racing gentlemen here, all in a line, celebrating, having a little bit of a moment together. It's a really beautiful sight, ladies and gentlemen, actually. Let's try and get a really great shot here of this if we can for the boys. You see our top 3 finishers with SFR just close behind there in 4th place, parked at the start-finish line. This is obviously just for social media purposes and whatnot, as it always is. And then we're going to see these drivers are actually going to group up here, and these guys are going to go around the track and in formation, hopefully in their finishing orders, and then they're going to put the cars in the pits. So. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. So
Green light, go, go, go.
We do have something else happening here. So just don't run away yet, ladies and gentlemen. This was organized in a drivers' meeting. I'm just not sure how it's going to happen. I wasn't in the drivers' meeting. We got Mohammed coming in with that thumbs up as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. The love and the appreciation, the support for Reaper has just been incredible tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You're absolutely amazing. I guarantee you that the good vibes and the prayers are being felt. They're being felt by the team. They're being felt by the family. They're being felt by the community. Keep sending those good vibes. Keep sending those prayers to Reaper and his family, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you so, so much. And I wasn't sure. I thought that the drivers were going to be doing something a little bit extra, but as we can see, that is not the case. So, huge congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, to all the competitors on track here today. I am your host for this evening, GT45 Gaming, RR 45 on screen, or Tim Gray in real life, for as many of you know me by. This has been presented by SFR in cooperation with the IRL ACC Racing Leagues, and of course sponsored by Coach Dave Academy, ladies and gentlemen. And it's been an absolute honor and a privilege to be able to do this here today, to be able to come and show my own support for my teammates and family in need, of course, of good vibes and good prayers right now. The drivers, spectacular job here at Silverstone in the rain today. It was not an easy race. We've seen lots of spills. We've seen lots of spins. We've seen lots of great moves. And at the end of the day, Team SFR really dominating the day again, finishing in the top 4 positions. And Team Rockefeller Racing finishing 1, 2, 3, and 4 for Team SFR. So we do have Rockefeller Racing's Marco finishing in P1. We have Rockefeller Racing's Boosted 45 finishing in P2. Rockefeller Racing's Catch finishing in P3. And then just behind those guys was Rockefeller Racing's Sephiroth finishing in P4. So congratulations to our podium finishers. Congratulations to all the competitors. And this broadcast, of course, has been brought to you by GT45 Gaming. I'm your host this evening. And this broadcast is in memory of Melissa. We love you, darling. You're free. Your soul is free. Your memory will always be there and you'll never be forgotten. And our hearts go out to your family in their time of need. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. This is our very first broadcast here at ACC Competition. It's been an absolute pleasure. It was a lot of fun. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, hitting those reactions, sharing the broadcast out, showing that massive love for the drivers, for the families in need, and just hanging out with us here today. Again, round 5 will be next weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not sure if we'll be calming or not. We'll have to see what's up, but we will most certainly probably see our main man Choco back in the comms box next week here for the series. But you never know what happens. We'll see what next week brings us. So thank you very much, everybody. On behalf of SFR, IRL, Coach Dave Academy, and GT45 Gaming, or Rockefeller Racing, Prec, and everybody else involved, thank you for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. You guys are absolute legends. And we love you all so much. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Easter holiday, and we'll catch you all next weekend. Much love, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, stay winning.